Before we dive into the value, let's take a quick trip through history. The Washington Quarter was introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, replacing the standing Liberty Quarter. From that moment on, the coin became a staple of American currency, minted in millions each year. Now, when we talk about the 1966 Washington Quarter, we are talking about an era that was on the brink of massive change, politically, socially, and even within the U.S. Mint itself. But there's something extraordinary about the 1966 coin in particular. It was the year when the Mint began experimenting with new methods of production. And this is where things get interesting. Although the 1966 Washington Quarter was minted in large quantities, well over 1.6 billion of them, most are commonplace and not worth much more than face value. However, as with many coins, errors, unique variations, and misprints can turn a seemingly normal coin into a gold mine. The key factor that makes the 1966 Washington Quarter highly coveted by collectors lies in specific minting errors and rarities that arose that year. Let's break them down. One of the most significant errors that occurred with the 1966 quarters was the double die error. A double die is a rare occurrence where the die used to stamp the coin has a flaw, causing the design to be imprinted twice on the coin. In 1966, a double die was found on the obverse, the front, of the coin, specifically on George Washington's face. If you take a closer look at a 1966 quarter and see a split, blurry, or doubled appearance in the letters of Liberty or In God We Trust, you may be holding a golden ticket. These double die quarters are rare, and when they surface on the market, collectors often pay extraordinary amounts to get their hands on them. Aside from the double die error, there is another variation of the 1966 Washington Quarter that commands an extremely high price. The silver-proof version. While the regular circulating 1966 quarter is made from copper-nickel, the proof version of the coin was minted with 90% silver and was available only through special proof sets sold by the U.S. Mint. How rare is this coin? Well, the U.S. Mint produced a small number of proof sets in 1966, and even fewer of those coins were well preserved in top-tier condition. In fact, uncirculated silver-proof coins of 1966 can easily sell for hundreds of dollars, with some graded specimens reaching prices upwards of $1,000 or more, depending on their condition. You might be wondering, how do I know if my 1966 quarter is worth thousands? The answer comes down to grading. Coin grading is a system that evaluates a coin's condition, which directly affects its value. Here are the general grades. Good, G coins in poor condition with heavy wear. These are usually worth close to face value. Very fine, VF a well-worn coin, but with readable details. Extremely fine, EF minimal wear with most details still visible. Uncirculated, MS 60 and higher a coin that has never been circulated and shows little to no signs of wear. The higher the grade, the more valuable your coin becomes. A pristine, uncirculated 1966 Washington Quarter can be worth several $100s if it has no signs of wear. Coins with grading errors like double die could send that value soaring into the thousands. So, how much is the 1966 Washington Quarter worth, exactly? Let's break it down based on the different versions and grades. Standard 1966 Quarter, circulated, these coins are common and usually only worth face value, around 25 cents. 1966 quarter in good or fine condition, generally, these coins might sell for $1 to $5, but if there's a double die error or special marking, the price could jump to $50 to $100 or more. 1966 proof quarter, a silver-proof quarter in excellent condition could be worth $100 to $500, but a high-grade, certified proof could command prices as high as $1,000 or more. Rare 1966 double die quarter, this is where things get really exciting. A well-preserved double die could fetch anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000, depending on its condition. In some cases, the price can even break into the $10,000 plus range for a mint state version. The excitement surrounding the 1966 Washington Quarter isn't just about its potential monetary value, it's also about the mystique and history behind it. For coin collectors, the thrill of discovering a rare piece of American history, and the possibility of it turning into a high-value investment, is what keeps them on the hunt. In addition, the 1966 Washington Quarter is just one piece of the larger Washington Quarter series, and finding a rare variation makes the coin even more desirable. Over the years, collectors have spent hours scouring coin jars, checking rolls, and even sifting through pocket change to find that one game-changing quarter. Let's take a trip back to 1976. The United States of America was celebrating its 200th anniversary, and that means it was time to mark the bicentennial, a major milestone in American history. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint released a series of special edition coins to honor this historic moment. The 1976 Bicentennial Quarter is one of the most iconic coins in the series. It's a commemorative issue that features a unique design, created specifically for the bicentennial celebrations. The quarter is part of a three-coin series, along with the half-dollar and dollar coins, each featuring distinct bicentennial symbols. But here's where it gets interesting. Though millions of these coins were made, it's the rare variations and minting errors that have sent collectors into a frenzy, turning the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter into a highly valuable collector's item. The design of the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter is what makes it stand out from other quarters in U.S. history. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a drum, symbolizing the spirit of 1776, surrounded by 13 stars representing the 13 original colonies. Above the drum are the words, E pluribus unum, and the date, 1776 to 1976. The obverse side, which features George Washington's profile, is struck with a different style to match the bicentennial theme. The coin was designed by Jack L. Ahr, and the idea behind the bicentennial coinage was to commemorate the country's historic past while celebrating its future. The coin itself is a beautiful piece of American history, but its rarity, especially when certain variations are found, is what really drives its high value. Despite the fact that more than 1 billion of these coins were produced in 1976, certain rare variations and minting errors make some 1976 bicentennial quarters extremely valuable. Here's where things get really exciting. Most 1976 bicentennial quarters were minted in Philadelphia and feature the familiar P mint mark. However, a small number of quarters were produced without a mint mark at all, which is incredibly rare and highly coveted by collectors. The reason? It's believed that some proof sets from Philadelphia didn't get the mint mark due to a production error, making these coins a major find for those who know what to look for. Value. The 1976 bicentennial quarters without a mint mark can be worth anywhere from $100 to $500 in good condition, with higher value examples going into the thousands of dollars for uncirculated, high-grade specimens. In addition to the regular circulating 1976 bicentennial quarters, the U.S. Mint produced special proof sets in silver. These coins were not meant for circulation, and they were made from 90% silver, making them more valuable than the regular copper-nickel versions. The 1976 silver-proof quarter was only available in these sets, making it rare and highly collectible.